Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. How are we doing? Today's video is just as a brief introduction of what the video is going to be. It's going to be a League Play video on Cold War, for those of you who are still watching League Play content, and it's going to be the sort of, I'm going to be talking through my decision making in the game to hopefully help you improve your guys' gameplay, by telling you how I think I could improve my gameplay and things I did well and the reasons behind me doing things in the gameplay you guys are watching. But first, I just wanted to say a huge thanks for the support on the channel. I know Call of Duty gets a bit dead towards this end of this time of the year, simply due to the fact that it gets a bit stale and the new ones are coming, so people aren't really interested in the old COD. But some of you guys are sticking around, and I've got nearly 400 subs. Mad. Completely mad. I didn't believe it'd be doable, but I'm on 393 at the time of recording. So I'm 7 off 400. 400 would be nuts. I've got a target of 500 for the end of the year, which is, I think, a little bit optimistic. But you've got to aim high, haven't you? At the end of the day, you've got to aim high. I've actually had a look at my analytics within my YouTube, and apparently only 30% of the guys who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you are watching, if you enjoy the content, if you find any of it useful and you want to see more, please leave a sub. It will help out the channel and help me reach that 500 goal by the end of the year. Anyway, enough of begging for subs. I don't usually like doing that, but I'm just super buzzed that the channel's climbing and things are, things are getting there. Yes, where was I? Sorry, I've gone astray now. Are you enjoying Cold War still? What are you playing? Are you still playing Cold War? I know a lot of my friends are playing FIFA at the moment because that's new and the trial's out. But we've got FIFA coming, Cold War, Vanguard's coming in just over a month. And if I'm honest, Cold War, in my opinion, is getting a little bit stale. So I can understand why people don't want to be watching it, because the game's sort of a dead game now. By the way, the gameplay in the background is some relatively old gameplay because, as you can tell, I'm an elite and I don't have that crown. So it's a relatively old gameplay, but I'm hoping that, once I've done rambling on about other stuff, I should be able to help you out with some tips and tricks on the video. Yeah, so what are you guys playing? What are your thoughts on Cold War at the moment? Are you a bit bored of it? Are you just... so it gets to this sort of stage here, I'm just like, you know what, it's getting stale. I just want to play Vanguard. I enjoyed the beta. I just want to get straight back into it. So on and so forth. I know Halo's coming out at the end of the year, and obviously FIFA's coming out. So just let me know what you guys are planning on playing. Are you planning on buying Vanguard? What are you playing at the moment, and what are you watching? I have been playing a bit of Warzone as well. It'd be interesting to see if you guys would actually want to watch some Warzone content from me. Yeah, what are your thoughts? Let me know. I'm open to suggestions. Anyway, moving on to why you're here. Possibly, I'm not really sure. I'm not a mind reader, but I'm going to go through my match analysis, in a sense. Explain my decision making in the game, why I'm doing things, so on and so forth. So P3 on Garrison is where I am at the moment, and I don't know whether you could tell, I clearly not learning my lesson from the guy behind there, but I changed to a Krig for that hill, simply due to the fact that we were a sub heavy team. We only had one Krig, I think, running, and P3, if you've got no one blocking, if you can get a Krig blocking, i.e. not letting your enemy spawn, they're being deep in spawn, you'd be absolutely huge for the team. So that's what I was doing. It's a bit of a slow start to the game. I think I'm 8-8. I just looked at leaderboard, but I do go off. I do eventually go 43 and something, 43 and 22, so I do get a 40 bomb and nearly a 2 KD. So as an AR on Garrison, for those of you who are good followers of my channel, you guys know that I'm normally a sub player, but I've been learning the Krig a bit more. It's spiced up for me a little bit. It's made the game a little bit less stale. Yeah, so as a Krig, I like to sit on that bridge. If you've got subs in the hill, if you can be a Krig and sit on that bridge, you're going to be like a huge benefit to your team. You can watch dark, you can watch them running out of spawn. If you shoot your shot straight, things are looking good. Excuse me. Now, as a Krig player, want to chill. I mean, what team killing? Team killing. You love to see it. You sort of want to be chilling back here, picking off their ARs who are sat on the bridge, and just sort of stopping them getting to the hard point from this angle. Excuse me. I haven't got COVID. Don't you worry. A bit dusty. We're moving house at the moment, so there are boxes everywhere, and everything's a bit dustier than normal. So excuse me for coughing. So I'm sort of working my way around. I know there's only 10 seconds left, and I'm sort of conscious of P1. So if I can get into green, which is where I just died, it's a fairly good power position for me to be able to get some kills and hopefully fend off the enemy from this hard point. Stop them from getting to it if my subs can gain control. So really, the subs should be getting on hill here. I shouldn't be doing this in my position simply due to the fact that it's any gunfight engagement you have on the hill is going to be super close range. So really, I think I was communicating this, but really our sub should have been on the hill, and I should have been sat back in lights, just, you know, defending them off. So that would have been ideal, but unfortunately you've just got to adapt and go with the flow. Depending on the situation, I'm not going to just not sit on time because for the sake of it. But yeah, so we've got 2 people in green at the moment, so we've got good control of green for P2, and we're sort of just contesting the hill, not letting them get time. I know we're not getting time essentially, but it doesn't matter as long as they're not getting time. That's the important thing. Unfortunately, the teammate fell on time, but that's not the end of the world. So I just got absolutely railed from 3 directions there. I've noticed they spawned P5. Well, they're in P5, which is why I've spawned here. So if you guys do end up spawning out here, it does mean they'll either push to P5 or brick sort of area. So I'm aware I've got to be a bit more involved in the gameplay here because I'm the only one on the point. So I've managed to pick up a sub. I do make some rookie errors as an AR, you probably see, but that's just due to the fact that I'm just really not quite used to it. But I'm playing as a sort of a flex player at the moment. Choked that kill completely. Now with 25 seconds left, we are sort of in the position where, like, one more take, and then we can push for the old. Teammate managed to get a couple kills, but he falls. Unfortunately, so I'm thinking, right, let's just block spawns. If we spawn them out and then we spawn them here, we're going to be losing an easy 60 here. So we're ahead as it is by about 30 points. So if we can get properly well set up here, things are going to be looking good. So this right here is a bit of a mean spot as a Krig. If you jump on that little barrier, you can see over ticket booth, and it's just a bit of a nice header really for you to be able to look into the whole that area of the map, which is why I go straight back there. Unfortunately, they got picked off from front. I think it's frustrating when you're in the 4-man and, you know, you're watching half the map and they can't watch front. But it is what it is. I'm not going to be moaning. I'm not going to complain. Not too fussed. But I managed to get killed there, unfortunately, just rushing around. And we leave them with 25 seconds on the hill. So right here, my mind's not really on old. I'm sort of, you know, giving up on that dream. I'm sort of thinking, right, you know what? Let's just get control and the float. Let's see if we can just get the enemies off of it, which is what we did. It worked effectively, and hopefully we can just manage to get some decent time on this because we get set up early. There's no harm whatsoever in giving your enemy team the 15 seconds of old if it means you get properly set up on the next. Like we've done here. I mean, we did fall. DLS did get a 3-piece. Even so, we managed to work as a team and get this hill back. So I think I just got quite unfortunate timing there. I was very much stunned and struggling to pick up a gun because I'm a bot. So, one of the biggest mistakes I see is people not using the minimap effectively. It's one of the biggest tools you can use as a COD player, in any COD really. And if you randomly see me looking or locking on someone, it's due to that I've probably seen them on the minimap previous to that, or I can hear them, like their footsteps, for example. So again, as an AR, I'm sort of playing a little bit more reserved and just looking for the odd pick. On a lot of hills on Cold War, I think as an AR, it's sort of your role to get the one or two initial kills to like enable your SMGs to just run through the map and pick off those kills. So yeah, that's essentially what I was doing there, just sort of playing passively, helping our teammates get to the point without actually just, you know, costing their lives. Opening a corridor for them to run through, essentially. Unfortunately, my shots did miss there, and I got shot in the side. I think if my shots were on, I probably would have managed to, you know, pick up that kill before I got shot, but either way, I was dead anyway. So again, we're just picking up, playing passively, trying to be unusual, unsuspecting, and picking off players for the SMGs to do their bits and, you know, get the necessary time they need to be getting on hill. So I noticed our teammate just died green, so I'm hoping to, you know, I'm sort of sat here looking for him, hoping that he doesn't push around and try and flip spawns. And while my teammates are adding pressure from lights, I'm thinking, right, if I can, you know, do something from behind, it'd be, you know, hugely beneficial to the team, which is exactly what happened there. But again, I can't jump on a bloody box, so I end up getting shot from dark. It's just, phew. If I was competent, honestly, this would have been a much better game. Yeah, let's not talk about that either. So, P1, there's 25 seconds left of this hill. We're still spawning this way. That guy nearly got shot on. I think my teammate managed to get the trade. Yeah, thank God for that. And we're still spawning here, which means we're in a pretty good position for P2. So I think we've got a teammate in green, a teammate on hill. So I'm sort of, it's my role essentially to just hold the bricks area of the map while my teammate holds the full flank. And we do that. That's 3 down, and that's pretty much game. I mean, the only way they can win now is if they really rush through hill. By the way, that's a very nice trophy spot. If you guys haven't seen that before, the enemy end up throwing all sorts out of the green, and they don't have a chance because the trophy's there, and they have no idea where it is. They end up looking for it. That's going to be the game. I go 43 and 22. As I said, it's not the craziest game, but I hope you've learned something and enjoyed it. I will, yeah, that's going to do it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.